Hello, welcome back to another episode of Geometry Dash. Today I will be beating the easy demon called IS. Now it's been a while since I've played Geometry Dash. The last time I beat an easy demon was back in March of 2021. But recently I saw that update 2.2 has come out, and that has given me kind of a new motivation to play the game. So before I was getting my easy demons from the ones that Eric Van Wilderman was suggesting, but lately I've seen that there are better resources to use. For example, there's this completely community created resource called the Geometry Dash Demon Progression List. This website gives you a roadmap as to which demons you should be beating. So you have the beginner tier, and then later on you move on to the bronze tier, and you sort of have this natural ramp up of progression in difficulty. So that's what I like about this demon list. And you see, I've already completed some of the levels in this demon list before even knowing it existed, or before it even existed, I think. Like, I've been Speed Racer on my own, just because it was a popular level. Of course, I've been Club Step and Theory of Everything too, just because they're the main levels. I've been X because that was in Eric Van Wilderman's list of suggested levels. Same with Problematic. I just picked IS because it was the first one on this list. But I saw that there were some pretty tricky parts in this level that honestly have taken me a lot of time to practice. So let's just hop into practice mode and I'll show you guys what I mean. I'm not used to playing with OBS recording just because it's a little bit laggier like this, but I think I could handle it. We have this initial spider part, which just is a little bit of practice, and it's not so bad because you have the arrows guiding you. And here we have a wave part, which isn't super difficult. But there is one wave part that you'll find later on is difficult. This cube part just takes a little bit of practice with muscle memory, but it's not so bad. And we have another spider part. Spider seems to be very prevalent in this level. And this ship part is kind of difficult because you're going through a lot of portals and you have to rapidly go up and down sometimes. But if you play levels like Electrodynamics, you'll have a lot of practice with this stuff before. So I don't think this one will be too much of an issue for me, especially if I'm more concentrated right now. And once again, you have another one of these spider parts, but it's not too bad because there's arrows telling you exactly where to click. And you pretty much just hit every orb. Okay, but here's the part that I've had to practice several hundred times. I don't think I've played a wave section as difficult as this one before. Because you just have to quickly react to everything that's coming up. But I've practiced this section so many times until I got it semi-consistent. Finally, we have this last ship part, which is easier than the previous ship part. And then you have this UFO, which is a little bit challenging, but once you get the pattern of clicking right after entering the portals, it's not so bad. There we go. So that's a run through of this level in practice mode. And as you see, I already have nearly 1,000 attempts on this, but I've also created my own copy of this level, as you see right here, with 600 attempts. And this copy is just starting from 68% of the level, just so I can practice this wave part, because I wanted to make sure I can nail down this part before I even begun to attempt this level. So we'll go into normal mode and we'll give this thing a few attempts. Dang, that ship part really is difficult. Oh no. That's pretty good though, 63%. Oh, really? Can't believe I died over there. But I think a helpful part for that first ship part is just to practice it, but as well, look where you're going. When you're playing in normal mode, try to look ahead a little bit rather than just focusing on the ship itself. I found that helped me um, through that ship part because I was dying there over and over, and now I've made it through there 3 times in a row. Yes, finally I beat this level. After 2 days of trying in normal mode and several days before practicing in practice mode, I have finally beaten my first easy demon in 2.5 years. Let's count the total number of attempts. So here we have 1,658, and then inside of my copy, another 709. So what is that? 2,367. And there we have it. I have it recorded on my profile. I like having all of my major milestones on here. It's nice to have because you get to see your progression across the years. So that level was really tough, especially the ship section, the first ship section, and the wave that starts at 68%. That's probably where I died the most and was most scared of getting through. But thankfully, once I finally got past that final wave section, I didn't choke at the last ship section and the last UFO section. So thankfully, I was able to keep my nerve there. But I'm really happy about that. I'm surprised how easy it is to come back to this game after a couple of years and start playing at your highest level again, just by practicing a little bit. So I think even if you stop playing Geometry Dash for a while, the ability to play is still in your brain somewhere, and all you need to do is to practice a little bit for it all to come back.